got really interested in financial literacy probably as part of my role. In my prior jobs, I have been the head of comp and benefits for a long time. And as part of doing that job, over time, I noticed it's very evident that for many people, even though financial literacy is thought about as a given, of course, everybody knows how finance work, but in reality, a lot of people actually need a tremendous amount of help, even from the basic things like budgeting and forecasting. So the symptom of that is we see a lot of people living paycheck to paycheck, right? Yet at the same time, they have no issue buying Starbucks coffee every day. So big question mark right there. I see in my role, many people borrow from 401k account, which is probably a fairly big no-no if you think about longer term implications. And as a country, less than half of the Americans can afford a $500 emergency account. So these are sort of the symptoms that really got me to be very interested in the financial literacy topic. And it really struck me also is the disproportionate impact on low to moderate income communities, as well as women and people of color. So that's how I got into the topic of financial literacy. And I think there's a big role that banks can play. There is also a big role that human resources can play, right? We have different audience, of course, banks serving customers, human resources helping its employees. But ultimately, I think it is just something very exciting and interesting. I tend to think about the financial health in different steps, right? You start from managing the basic income and expenses, you move on to, I call them protecting your wealth, which is about insurance, having emergency account, things like that. And then moving up to sort of wealth creation, which is really about anticipating big needs in your life, whether that's retirement, you have a wedding coming up, you need to send kids to college, or you have big plans on vacation, things along those lines. Do you have a plan to generate the savings or money that you need to meet those obligations? And last probably is all around making the most out of the money you have, which is about investment. There's generally sort of a premise that you need a lot of money in order to go on that journey. At the end of the day, actually, getting rich quick is just a myth. It doesn't happen very often. The most important thing is actually starting from now, whether it's a few dollars that you have on a day-to-day basis, or a couple $100 that you can save during a year. I think all those things accumulate over time and they will pay off dividend in the long run.